Alex, we've got a couple more minutes left. You were going to talk about, here we go. Last week you mentioned the 3 A's. As we wrap up, we've got a couple more minutes and then we'll go hand it over to questions. If you do have questions, pop them into the chat if you can. If you can pop those in there, and then we'll be quick as we wrap those up. The 3 A's, you spoke about it last week and you talked about the hierarchy, and I was a little bit lost. So maybe if you could explain that.
Sure. And it's okay to be lost because it took me a long time to learn this. So the 3 A's is my model that I've created, and it's a part of my Reset Your Thinking model. And essentially I use this model with everything that I do. And it starts with, just to very briefly explain it to you, it's a great model that minimizes conflict, aggression, misunderstandings. And we must always start, I couldn't get the colors right, guys, so I've just made them up, but up the top green, it's starting with permission. Always ask, is it okay if I ask you a question? Is it okay if I ask your feedback? Do you mind if we perhaps do it this way? When we ask permission of people, or do you mind me asking you a couple of questions? What that does is that it actually enables them to feel empowered and in control. There's not that hierarchical feeling then of, oh, just because you're my manager, you think you've got every right to ask me that. It's almost making us equal, and that's where we want to be, by the way, as leaders. And so it's being cool with feedback and sharing your thoughts, but being cool with having a holistic feedback culture. From there, we go to congruency, and congruency means to be able to read everything about a person, not only their body language, their tonality, their words, their environment, everything, vice versa. And using Milton language, which is what I train and I teach organizations and leaders, and it's about changing your tonality to have that warm chocolate, caring, I guess, message come across effectively. From there, it's about listening and all those different ways of listening and being able to validate and reframing. And then from there up the top, and I'm rushing this, Michael, we go to making sure that there's effective questioning. And guys, I would love to gift you all of those effective questioning you see up there. I'm going to prepare a PDF on each and every one of those questions for you and send them to Michael for you. Would that be cool? And the reason is because you can use these questions when you're probing. Probing is when you're wanting to ask and learn more about people. I'll give you some great questions to ask so that it doesn't piss somebody off. Inductive questions is a great questioning skill to use with your staff to be able to innovate and create some incredible stuff. You know, hierarchy of language too, that's the dance of communication. It's beautifully done. And I'm more than happy to share that with you as well. And please feel free to ask or connect with myself if you do have any questions or want to know more about this. So this is my model here, and it's a very powerful model. It's pretty much encapsulating everything that we need to be effective communicators and leaders.
Alex, that was superb. That is fantastic. Is that your last slide?
Oh, and these are some of the workshop topics. I also run, a year ago, I was doing, every single morning, I was doing, what are they called? Huddles for teams. So, I mean, if you're not sure of how to do that, I'm happy to help you create it, set it up, start it, and then it's all up to you after that, just so you know how. When we don't know how, sometimes we don't take steps and we just procrastinate. So it's about knowing the how. So these are some of the workshops I run, but certainly I tailor it depending on the team and the needs.